What is up, guys? This is me, Johnny Cooper64 here with another YouTube video, and it's coming. Every leak we've gotten has led to this exact moment. It's so close that we don't even need any other leak because this just ties everything up. Activision did a conference call in August of 2019 for their quarter earnings where they said this. We have seen great results from remastering Crash, Spyro, incredible games modernized for today's platforms. Player response for each game has been fantastic. Insane Trilogy sold over 10 million copies, big impact on bottom line, reaffirming endurance nature of these franchises. Beyond remasters, a lot of opportunity to innovate and think about totally new, brand new content within these IPs. A lot of growth opportunity for Activision based on these IPs. Stay tuned for future announcements on remasters of other franchises. So this confirms that Activision was surprised how well Crash and Spyro sold for their remasters, and that there's a lot of opportunities to innovate new content within those IPs, which means new installments. In February 2020, they talked about their Q4 of 2019 earnings, and they mentioned their plans on more remasters and reimagined experience games they're working on after the huge success of Insane Trilogy and Reignited Trilogy, which turned out to be a remaster of Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 remastered that got announced on Summer Game Fest, which looks very amazing, so I might pick it up. It even includes a nice Easter egg of Uka Uka as a graffiti in the background, which turned out to be from Nitrofield, and guess who's helping on the game? Beanox themselves, folks. Vicarious Visions is working on this game while Beanox is helping them. Now, this doesn't mean Vicarious Visions can't do the new Crash game. Their team is actually very huge, so they can split groups to work on different games, since they also helped make some DLCs for Call of Duty / Destiny 2. It was one of those two games, but I know it was one of them, while another team made the Insane Trilogy, all while Toys for Bob helps them make the new game as well, or maybe it's vice versa. Now, they did do a new conference call this March for their Q1 earning of 2020, where this all ties everything together. All the previous leaks we've received before that I've talked about has come into one piece. They mentioned some COVID-19 stuff to show how they're supporting their employees throughout these hard times, which is good for them. Anyways, they mentioned how everything is still going as planned for the rest of this year despite the employees working via home, which is no problem for them. So everything will get released this year in Activision's library, which includes the next premium Call of Duty game, plus 2 titles based on Activision's library IP are on track for release in 2020. There we have it, Call of Duty and 2 other titles, and one of them is just obviously 100% Crash Bandicoot. If you guys haven't checked out my latest video, watch it to get all the details, but I will of course have to summarize it in order to connect everything within this video. We've gotten new merchandise from Crash Bandicoot that hasn't been released yet. You know, they're waiting until something comes out so they can release this new merch. And this new merch is a bunch of new Crash Bandicoot plushies, a hand mug that looks super dope, and Numbskull has merch that they're waiting to reveal, and of course they're waiting till Activision reveals the new game. All this means is that these companies are preparing to release the new Crash Bandicoot merchandise for the new game. So now we get into all the leaks we've gotten before this conference call. The Gamer Revolution tweeted this out in March. Some Activision games in the works: Tony Hawk Pro Skater Remastered, Call of Duty 2020 codenamed Project Zeus, Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, a F2P COD game from SH Games, a PvP Crash game, Crash Bandicoot: The Wrath of Cortex. The PvP Crash game and the other Call of Duty game is meant for a 2021 release, but the others is meant for a 2020 release, which connects with what Activision said about their conference call. Gamer Revolution does say that he doesn't know much about the Crash series, so he confused a Wrath of Cortex remaster with a true Crash 4, since Wrath of Cortex was Crash 4, but it seems that Activision is going to be retconning Wrath of Cortex and the rest of the games that are after that. He also said that the new Crash Bandicoot game is the first big Activision game that they'll be releasing. He's gotten things right before in the Call of Duty community, and now his Twitter actually got banned, and it's most likely because of him leaking things ahead of Activision. This Jamaican reporter has said that it's been worked on for 3 years, and soon the marketing campaign shall start with the hands of Activision, and that'll be one of the PS5 ads and some exclusive content. Plus, we got Sabi's Leaks, who also gotten things right before, whom also leaked Nintendo E3, but her tweets are just game details like Cortex being playable. But for Gamer Revolution's leaks, it perfectly correlates with what Activision's conference call was, since Activision said we're getting a new Call of Duty and 2 other IPs from their library. The Tony Hawk remaster became true in May at Summer Game Fest, so this makes Gamer Revolution's tweet even more real and trusted now that part of his leak actually became true along with Call of Duty's. Now we're just waiting for the final game to be revealed from Activision. The Jamaican guy's tweet also connects with what we've seen before, that being the Crash Bandicoot poster in the bus promoting PlayStation and the CGI trailer with Crash, Coco, Cortex, and the new mask for the game. That definitely hints towards the new Crash Bandicoot game, which means that the new game will have some exclusive deal with PlayStation. Of course, I will provide all these videos to these leaks in the description below if you guys haven't checked it out yet. It has all the details, but I've just stated all the proof proof that leads to the new Crash Bandicoot game. I mean, I don't need any more leaks. I already know the new Crash Bandicoot game will be released this year. I already knew since like the new mask we got in the trailer back in like November. But I'm glad we got a final piece of evidence that connects everything together. I will not be making any more leak videos until the new game is revealed this month, and that puts everything neatly with a bow. In fact, I'm betting my bets that it's going to be announced early June now due to this tweet right here. PlayStation has just announced the PS5 event where they're going to be showcasing the new PS5 and the new games this Thursday, June 4 at 1 p.m. Pacific time. We could most likely finally get the announcement of the new Crash Bandicoot game, folks. Make sure to subscribe because I'll be live streaming the event, and follow me on Twitter for future. But Johnny, don't ever interrupt me, Blair. Just shut the